Heyo, welcome into CHGO Bets Daily, presented by PointsBet. Use promo code CHGO when you sign up to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. Here's the thing. I gotta talk to people. I was out way yonder yesterday, past couple days, in Michigan on Sunday, and I wasn't on the CHGO White Sox show. And Herb did this thing. And my dear friend Herb and my dear friend Jay Zawoski, host of the CHGO Blackhawk show, does this.
Matt Zawoski.
No, Jay Zawoski. Both do this when they host shows, is they read the entire PointsBet read. So it's like, hey, welcome into CHGO Blackhawks Daily. This football season, PointsBet is bringing you a better way to bet live on games, which means before this ad, you can place a live same-game parlay bet on the next drive to be a touchdown and cash out your live second-half over bet. Right? They'll go through the entire read. Like, but you're just supposed to be like, sign up. I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah, he did do that twice, though. You were right about that.
Anyways, welcome into CHGO Bets Daily. I'm Sean Anderson. You can sign up with CHGO to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. What's up, Manan Patel, who's saying Bears win 31-28 because we're talking week 2 NFL football.
Feed me more of that Kool-Aid.
And my guy next to me, my co-host, Cody Delmendo, you can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. He won a lot of money on week 1 NFL. Congratulations, sir. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. I'm going to applaud myself, too, because it was...
Take a bow for the Seahawks.
Oh, man. That you want to...
Pour one out for my fantasy team and the Broncos defense.
You won't want to know, though. We play each other in fantasy this week, if you didn't know.
This week?
Yeah, this week.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I thought you won last week. Yeah, it says on, at least for CHGO League, whatever.
I did not check. My guy Chris, our new sales guy, was like, "Hey, I'll do that Michael Carter for Kadarius Toney trade now." I was like, "Cool." I forgot. I even said that I wanted to do that, but yeah, sounds great. Let's do it, man. So I guess I'm trading Michael Carter now for Kadarius Toney.
You shouldn't.
Didn't even know I had Michael Carter on my team. I am. And here's the thing, because I got Michael Carter and even Breece Hall in a different league. We'll do a little fantasy talk here because that's kind of betting. I mean, Steven, you won a lot of money doing basically fantasy and betting together early on. So, I mean, it's kind of all mixed in together. I'm not buying into this Breece Hall thing and this Michael Carter thing because, one, Joe Flacco's the quarterback right now.
That's fair.
And I understand that they're going to obviously rely heavily on the pass game, but when Zach Wilson comes back, they're not going to run the ball as much as they did. Two running backs putting up both 10-plus points.
They both had a ton of targets. They're throwing to the running backs right now.
Breece Hall had like 10 targets. Carter had like 6 or 7. Plus, he's getting all the carries on the ground. All I'm saying is that Kadarius Toney, I don't even think got 10% of the snaps on Sunday. So that's why I'm saying don't trade. If you're going to trade Michael Carter, do not trade him for Kadarius Toney, bro.
You want to make an offer?
Well, we can talk. I'm just telling you, like, I will gladly take Michael Carter from you. I will gladly trade with you for Michael Carter.
I lost. Absolutely, I lost.
Really?
Did
I read?
Lost. Yeah, I lost.
Oh, well then why? Maybe I was reading it wrong. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I think I won on the.
Sorry for making you feel excited.
It's all good. I picked the Ravens. That's why I'm kind of bagging the Jets here. I picked the Ravens on the Survivor pool that we have going on.
Yeah.
So that was fun. I picked
the Saints.
Over. Nice. They
barely won.
Close.
Barely
a
won.
1 point win on that one.
Yeah.
I told you. I don't know about these Saints. Atlanta?
Week 1, man. It's week 1. I had Falcons +5. I was expecting a game like that.
How would you say the name in the chat right here? Josiah?
Ja'Khiah?
Bears all day, baby. +10 is way too generous for this Bears team. Put money on it. Let's talk about that. Let's just jump in right now.
Into that game?
How did you feel on Sunday after the Bears won and defeated the Niners? I did not feel shocked at all. What about you?
I wouldn't say that I was shocked that they covered. I was a little shocked that they won, and they won easily if you really look at it at the end of the day. Do they have a shot in Green Bay? I think they have a shot in Green Bay to at least cover, but I don't think they're going to win. But I'm also hoping that spread, which sits at 10 and open to 8.5, I'm hoping it moves a few more points. I'm not placing the bet yet. I need more people to ride the Aaron Rodgers owns us narrative and get that to like 11 or 12 points, and then I will consider it. I mean, I'll probably still do it if it stays at 10 the rest of the week. But I just think that now, with new coaching staff and Aaron Rodgers and his receiving corps still having issues and their offensive line, like, it really will depend if Alan Lazard and David Bakhtiari come back this week for the Packers for me to just bet on the Packers. Like, if Lazard and Bakhtiari and their other O-line come back and play against the Bears, then I probably would lean Packers. But right now, I like the Bears to cover.
Right now on our beloved PointsBet app, Green Bay is the favorite at -500. Bears money line, if you really want to go upset alert on this Sunday night matchup, it's at +375. As Joe Kaya said, he's getting +10 somewhere. It's at -9.5 for the Packers.
Oh, wow.
So you can actually get the
It
full
was
10
at 10.
points.
It was at 10.
So, hey, they're going down. -9.5 at -107 for the Packers, +9.5 for the Bears at -107. I love all you Bears fans. I love you, Steven. I'm guessing you're a Mahomes. Okay, you're a Mahomes guy,
like
but
Mahomes,
then I get it.
yeah.
Hey, I was a Brady guy, and then I was a Bears guy too. I had an AFC and I had an NFC. You have to when you're a Bears fan. Love you guys.
Yeah, seriously.
I love you guys. I am a Bears nihilist. That's how I like to describe myself. There is nothing that is going to stop the Packers from snapping out of what just happened in week 1, and they are going to win by 20 points. I am going to take that. That is plus money. I'm going to take it right now. We're going to talk about locks. We're going to talk about, if we're interested in games, if we're going to talk about stay away. I am way too interested in this game to even hold my mouth and keep it to the end. I love the Packers like -19.5, which I probably could get at like plus.
You would get it at plenty of. If
plus
you,
300.
You love it so much, you should literally go to pick your own spread in the Packers Bears market and just pick whatever number you want, man.
Here's the thing, I can only get 17.5.
Only 17.5.
I'll take 16.5 at +165. So I'm actually going to put that down right now.
I understand where you're coming from because, yes, week 1 is fluky, and I guarantee you teams like the Falcons and the Seahawks and maybe even the Giants and the Steelers.
It's in Green Bay. It's Sunday night.
Browns were underdogs, and they won. But only 2 points. The ones that I was saying were like teams that coming in the year everyone thought were going to be bad. And all those teams won or tied. And so Texans +7 against the Colts. Like, week 1 is fluky. So I get what you're saying. And it's on primetime. And historically, especially the last decade, anytime the Bears and Packers play on primetime, it always looks embarrassingly bad for the Chicago Bears.
I do think the first time it looked like, or the first time Nagy played the Packers on Sunday night, it was that close game, but Rodgers also got knocked out. Evan had to be Novocained up or whatever the hell.
Ayahuasca'd up.
Yep, ayahuasca'd, Percocet'd up, which I think he mentioned on Joe Rogan. He had that crazy, weird post-game show. That one was a close one, but Aaron Rodgers is healthy. I don't love the Bears pass rush. Robert Quinn obviously had a fantastic year last year setting.
You don't like Robinson?
Again, I trust Aaron Rodgers a lot more than I could not tell you Robinson's first name. I love you. I have no idea.
He had a great game against the 49ers. They got a good line.
But it's a sloppy. It was such a sloppy field. Like, do I think the Bears can repeat that again? No. And let me tell you, again, I'm not shocked that the Bears won week 1. Steven, roll the tape from when we were going through the Bears games and saying, I think the Bears can win week 1 because week 1's weird. Trey Lance probably isn't going to look that good. And I had no idea about this rain. But obviously that was a huge factor. But Justin Fields, he's not. I mean, do we trust Dante Pettis? I mean, do
you think Darnell Mooney and David Montgomery are going to be that bad again, back-to-back weeks?
Cole Kmet went catchless.
Do you think those three guys?
That might be a scene that happens. I don't know if Cole Kmet's that good. Montgomery and Mooney, yes. But
okay, 2 of those 3. You think those guys are going to have that bad a game again? Like,
the Packers are better.
Yeah, of course. With Aaron Rodgers, yes, they are better. But I don't know, man. No Devontae Adams. It's different than last year. That he has no chemistry with any receiver right now on that team. They will win the game. I think that they will win the game. But if it is at double digits come Sunday night, I don't think it's a bad bet to bet the Bears.
All right. Hey, you heard it. You heard it from me
first. I think that the Bears will be in the game. If anything, I bet the first half on the Bears.
So a lot of people are pointing at how bad the Packers were in that week 1 game.
Right.
Look at last year's week 1 for the Packers. They lost 38-3 to the Saints.
Right.
And they went on to win the next 7.
Yes.
Right.
If I had to take a pick, I'm going to take the Packers money line. But I do like the points.
Do we genuinely think that Packers team is the same as last year, though? That's like, I get that. I get that thinking and like just the pain that team has put all of us through forever, it feels like. But that team looks different. They didn't have, Zadarius Smith, like, he's not on the Packers anymore. He's on the Vikings.
I know.
And he literally almost murdered Aaron Rodgers on national television. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever watched on national television.
Well, here's what I love about our chat, and I love about our just Bears fans in general. Vernon says, I'm not sure the Bears beating the Pack since they've played them after a tough loss the week prior. Scott Crawford immediately after says, Bears money line check, lock of the week.
Hell yeah.
I love that mentality.
Are divided. Cody's divided. He likes +10. I am betting Packers -10. I would take even lower. I would tease that down. Steven, are you in the middle?
I'm going to be honest. Packers money line is going to be the start of every single parlay I do this week.
Okay, so just Packers -500.
I hate the Packers. It pains me to say that, but we're not beating them.
All right.
I don't think the Bears win. I just think the Bears aren't going to get embarrassed on Sunday Night Football. I don't think they get embarrassed this time. New coaching staff. They made adjustments at halftime against a really good 49ers team that has a really good coach. It's the same thing, except a better quarterback. I think the Bears can hang around. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they're going to win. I just think they can hang around. So
I don't think so.
That's okay.
All right, let's go to our other games that we covered. Obviously, the Bears first because
Can we go to the bank and just show how good Cody did?
Oh yeah, let's. I thought I tried to give it to him immediately.
He
I
did try
introduced
to give
him.
it to me, yeah.
He didn't take advantage. I'm at 1790, which isn't too bad. I was at 20, so I've really only lost about 310 here or 210 here. I won some money on the free bet though, which was real nice. I took Seahawks live money line, and they were still up by 4 points. It was when the
Did you get plus money?
Plus 145.
Nice.
It was right before the Broncos got their field goal to make it 17-16. So honestly, I probably took it too early.
Yeah.
I probably could have got the Seahawks.
You should have taken it on the very last drive when it looked like they were driving down the field.
Yeah. So I didn't. I still got it on a free bet. So
Yeah.
I've been hitting my free bets recently, which is we love to see it. So I'm at
Absolutely.
1790. Cody, let's hear about the 150-44 that you got in your bank. Congrats bringing it up to 150. What do you plan on doing it, and how did you get it up here?
All right. So it says it is 150. I did withdraw $100 of it. So I'm going into college football Saturday and Thursday night football with $50. And I'm hoping that Thursday night football and college football Saturday is as profitable as this past weekend was. That way I can say that I still have $150 in my bank next week. But I had a really good 11 a.m. slate. 11 a.m. and 2:30 slate on college football Saturday. It was beautiful. Shout out to App State and Texas A&M under. Shout out to, the list is so long. I had so many bets. I think I had 10 bets. I placed 10 bets on college football. I was sweating freaking Michigan and Hawaii under at like 12 a.m. It was beautiful. This is what I live for. This is what I dream of in like May and June when all we have is to bet on baseball. I was sweating the under on Michigan and Hawaii at 12 a.m. a Sunday morning. The over-under was 66.5. You want to know how many points were scored? 66. Bang, bang. It was the best. It was the best. Shout out to Michigan for just playing really good defense, basically.
And J.J. McCarthy. I'm telling you about that guy. I've been hyping this guy up. He's the guy.
Yes. And then, 12 a.m. slate on NFL Sunday, week 1 was great. I said last week the dogs are barking, and they were barking in the 12 a.m. slate. I think I bet every underdog except for the Dolphins. I took the Dolphins -3.5, but every other dog, especially divisional dog, I took, and they all covered. It was beautiful. 3 p.m. slate, not so great, but I did have Giants +5.5, which was that helped ease the little bit of pain that came in there. And then Sunday night, I had the under, and I did take the Cowboys, which was a mistake. But I did have the under, so I came out even there. Go into last night, Seahawks money line, Seahawks +7, under 44.5. It was so good to be back, man. This is like I love baseball. I love the Cubs, and I love watching them break my heart or make me happy and make me think delusional about them being good one day. I love doing that in the summers, but man, when we get to the fall and we can bet on adults or teenagers slinging the pigskin, Oh, man, does it get me riled up and make my hair on my arm stand up. It's a beautiful thing, man.
You're a weirdo. I love you. You're a weirdo. I miss this place. This is where I work. This is ridiculous.
Oh, man.
You're ridiculous.
Oh, I know. I know.
Just want to let you know.
So,
you know what else is ridiculous?
what's
PointsBet.
that? Oh,
We love
it's ridiculously awesome.
This football season, PointsBet's bringing you a better way to bet live on games, which means before this ad is over, you can place a live same-game parlay. You could bet on the next drive to be a touchdown and cash out on your live half over bet. I don't know if football is being played anywhere. I don't know if you could do that right now on Tuesday. I don't know if this is specific to September 8th. It has not been updated. But I don't know if you got a different thing. But there's no live football going on, baby. But hey, let's just say
I think it's the right one.
When we're talking about the Chiefs and Chargers on Thursday, because we're going to be talking that just after this ad break. When you're watching the Chiefs and Chargers on Thursday, you can, when it is 7:30, and maybe I am reading you this ad, you can, before this ad is over, place a live same-game parlay bet. You can bet on the next drive to be a touchdown, and you can cash out your live second half over bet. With PointsBet, you have access to more live football markets than ever before. You can build the live perfect same-game parlay by combining your favorite bets anytime during the game, including spreads, totals, player props, and more. Choose the outcome of the next drive and next points with PointsBet's lightning bets. So whether you are on the move or on the couch, do it live on PointsBet. Download the PointsBet app today and sign up with code CHGO and get your first 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. And if you or somebody who has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER for crisis counseling and referral services. I love PointsBet too because I was able to sign in when I was in Michigan, so I was still able to look at my bets. Saturday was heartbreaking for me. The fact that Kentucky did that was I had a 3-leg parlay. It was my plus 700 one, and it had Iowa under, which
that hit.
Did it ever? I mean, man, I think
it was everything that sums up the state of Iowa. Sorry, Scott.
I should have just bet all of my money on that Iowa game.
Yeah.
I knew Iowa State was going to win. I knew the under was going to hit.
Yeah.
I knew that the under on Iowa was going to hit. I should have just maxed out my entire bank on that Iowa State game.
It literally was everything I expected.
It was so ugly, man.
Yeah, it was ugly. Game, Notre Dame
Hold on, real quick.
Notre
Scott
Dame and
Crawford
Marshall
said today, Aaron Rodgers on Pat McAfee show, we have to understand the whys. Last person to say that was Nagy, proven loser. All right, Scott. Hey, maybe Bears money line is lock of the week.
Maybe it is. Who knows?
Man. Hey, plus 375. We love plus money, Cody.
We do. I think I took one over on Saturday, and it was Tennessee and Pittsburgh. And in the first half, it looked like that over was never a doubt. And then they just forgot how to score in the second half. It was like 24-17 at halftime, and they came like 4 points short of the 64.5 that I needed. But every under I took hit. That's Marshall and Notre Dame.
Yikes.
The Michigan-Hawaii one. There's a few more in there. It was good stuff.
I was up in Michiana, and I wore a Notre Dame sweatshirt. Worst decision in my life. Yeah. Every single person on that Sunday, oh, hey, did you see this? Did you see the game? See the game? It's such a shame about our boys.
Oh, God.
Marshall beating us by 5 in our stadium. That's such a shame. And I'm like, I did not watch the game. I have no idea what you're talking about. That's so sad. I'm not even a Notre Dame fan. It's just a cool retro sweatshirt.
It was literally the fourth quarter, and they said something about Marshall being from West Virginia, and that is the moment I learned that Marshall was in West Virginia. Other than
I Googled that. I thought,
you said it on the show, right. But I totally forgot about it. And then when they said it on the thing, and I was like, oh yeah, Sean said that.
And Z's and T's also saying, bet this money line earlier today. Let's go. Which I think he means about the Bears
game.
So we have 2 guys taking the Bears money lines.
I mean, it's juicy. Like, I don't blame you. Like, if you have a free bet, especially, like that's what Stuckey did. He did the power hour where you bet $20 on a parlay, and then you get a $20 free bet.
I did that too on Thursday.
He used that $20 free bet on Bears money line against the 49ers.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go. And that was a plus money win.
If you have a free bet or something, like why not? Like, well, I think there's better things you could use it on. But like, hey, if you're a Bears fan, you want to root for something more than just them to win, then there you go.
You know what's crazy too? We got rid of the PointsBet Power Hour read. They're still going.
They are.
I sign in every day at 12 to 1 p.m. Central Time. There's still a power hour going. So, I mean, still sign in, and maybe you can take advantage of some of these awesome offers that they do have. Because, again, on Thursday, I bet live on the Rams Bills game.
Yeah.
And got a $20 free bet, and then I bet that on Dylan Cease, and that was plus 200, and I won $40 on that. So that was well worth it right there. All right, let's run through some of these, and just let me know if you are if you have a lock, if you're interested, or if you're going to stay away from these games. Chargers and Chiefs. Anything interest you there?
I like the under. I like the under 54.5. Because Sean, since 2017, unders on primetime games are hitting 60% of the time. And the first 3 games of this season in primetime have all gone under. And to add on to that, Chiefs put up 40 some on the
44
on the Cardinals on Sunday. Now they're going up against a definitely better, not only a better team, but a better defense than the Cardinals. I think there will be points, but 54.5, I like it now. I think a lot of people might go straight to the over because you got 2 high-end quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes just put up 40-some points. I think the under is a great play here, and I like it at 54.5 now. I suspect that it'll be around 55 or 56 come Thursday night. So if you want to wait, I don't blame you, but I also, like I said, I like it at 54.5 now.
Keenan Allen unlikely to play as well.
Yeah. I don't. The spread's 3.5. If it was 3, I'd probably lean Chiefs.
It's 4 right now.
Oh, okay. So I don't like that, but I do like the under. Like I said.
Last 4 matchups for them: Chiefs 34, Chargers 28. So what? We got someone bust out a calculator. 62, so that's an over. 30-24, so that's 54, so that would be an under. 38-21, that's an over. Yeah, 59, and then 23-20. So 2-2. There's not a huge indicator. Usually they're close.
Divisional teams, so they've played each other a lot. And again, early in the season, Chargers didn't look that great against the Raiders on Sunday. And it's a short week.
But if the Chargers have that good of a defense, I think plus 175 looks pretty tasty.
Plus 175.
Yeah, I understand
for them to
win.
To win. Okay.
If we're talking about Keenan Allen being out, yes, that's a weapon that they're going to be losing. But Austin Eckler's still talented. If you do think the Chiefs are a little bit overrated from what they did against I think, bad Cardinals team. Yeah. Sorry, PH and X. I got in trouble from calling their baseball team lowly. So yeah, yikes.
That's their baseball team. They are kind of lowly.
I think I'm going to stay away just because I really can't read it. So I'm going to stay away. Also, I have Mahomes on a fantasy team, so I really think that I would hope the Chiefs win. So I'm going to stay away. Miami Dolphins at Ravens. You like this at all?
Right now, no. But if I were, I think I put it in there. I guess I do I like the Dolphins at plus 3.5 right now.
What are we doing?
Why?
No. What is it? Are you interested? No. Oh, but I have a bet.
I have a problem. I need to call 1-800-GAMBLER. No, I guess I do. I don't know why I said no. I just think the Dolphins look really good on Sunday, and the Ravens, I know they went up against Joe Flacco, but to me they should have won by so much more against the Jets.
I agree.
And I think the Ravens' receiving core and offensive line are sus. So I think that the Dolphins, with the new weapons that they have that looked good against the Pats on Sunday, I think they could cover 3.
Well, here's the thing.
On the road.
I loved when I first saw, was just going through the slate. I immediately put money on the Dolphins to win at plus 160.
So you're going all in. Right?
I've loved the dogs. Unders have gone under. I think unders were 10-5 this past week. I think this past Sunday they were 10-5. So
makes sense to me.
I think that the Chiefs Chargers thing makes sense. I would probably stay away from the over under on the Dolphins Ravens game.
Yeah, I'm not touching
just because
you just don't know.
Tua looked bad. I think that they should have won their game by more. Mm-hmm. I also think the Ravens should have won their game by more. I really can't get a read on this game. So I've now cashed out that Dolphins money line bet because I can't get a read on it. So I'm also staying away from this one. Dolphins, though, at plus 3.5. You can get them on the money line at plus 160 if you're interested. Jets at Browns. Are you interested in this one at all?
I'm interested in the Jets a little bit. If I don't think it's at plus 6 right now. I do not think that it will go.
I got it at plus 5.5 right now on PointsBet.
All right. Well, when I saw it this morning, it was at 6. Okay. So
it's gone down.
I think, and that goes to my point then, that I think that 6 is too much for Jacoby Brissett. You know what I mean?
And here's the thing. I know that this was kind of a weak decision for them going with Joe Flacco. Yeah. So if Zach Wilson is ready and he is a better quarterback than Joe Flacco, again, I've now talked about the underdog in 3 straight games. Plus 200 for the Jets. You might want to take that now if they don't make that decision.
I like it even if Joe Flacco is the quarterback this week. It's betting on, like me saying, are you really going to bet on Joe Flacco? It's like the same thing if I'm going to say I'm going to bet on Jacoby Brissett.
Well, and I think too, the Browns, if you're going to let up 23 points to Mitch Trubisky, the Jets at least were able to move the ball a little bit.
That was the Bengals, but
that was the
same
Bengals.
type
it was
of
an
colors,
orange team.
but,
Hey, literally, Paul Brown got fired from the Browns, went to Cincinnati, and then gave him the same damn colors and said, "Fuck you, you can't get rid of me." All right, so maybe you sprinkle something on the money line there, but you do like.
I like the Jets to cover
at
yes,
+6.
At +6, I think. I do like they had a bunch of drives against the Ravens where they got into Ravens territory but just failed to score. There was one where Michael Carter, who you wouldn't be talking about trading, that he literally had a touchdown and just didn't catch the ball. Ooh. So, I think the Jets offense will be better in week 2, even if Joe Flacco is the quarterback. So I know that's bold of me to say. It probably is a hot take to many, but I like the Jets right now to cover, even at 5.5. But if more money comes in on the Browns, to me, that only helps my cause.
I feel like taking the over/under on this game too. It's at over/under 40. You're just betting for a sweat
20
right there
game
because it's probably going to be 39 or it's going to be 42.
Yeah.
You're going to be sweating till the last second. Commanders at Lions. Both played in weird games. We were on the Jags. Commanders end up winning that game, and the Lions, they kept it close against the Eagles, and they kept it loud too.
They were down like 2 or 3 touchdowns, man. That was a hell of a backdoor cover. Good teams win, great teams cover, and that's what the Lions did last year, and they're continuing to do this year.
Do you like the over on this one? It's at 49. Are you staying away?
I'm not interested in this right now. Ask me on Sunday maybe, but right now I don't like it because. If I were to bet it, I'd probably bet the Lions because I ain't betting on Carson Wentz. But I could say the same thing about Jared Goff.
Right. You can get Commanders at money at +115.
Steven, I know that Carson Wentz is your guy.
It's not my guy. I'm a bigger believer than most.
You're Carson Wentz respecter.
Yes,
so cool.
He's a Carson Wentz
so cool of you. Commanders, you can get them on the money line at +115. Lions, you can get them on the money line at -136. Colts at Jaguars. Again, a weird week for them. I thought the Colts were going to be much better. They looked like poo-poo on Sunday against the Texans. Jaguars are home dogs at +165.
Yeah,
you staying away? You like anything?
Right now I'm staying away.
I thought Trevor Lawrence was supposed to be good.
Yeah,
what's up with this?
Yeah,
ETN dropped a touchdown as college running back. James Robinson looked good though.
James Robinson did look good.
My guy.
It's my fantasy.
That's
team.
my guy.
Illinois State. Shout out. It's the only good thing about that school. Yeah.
Wow.
Not
even the producer
from Eastern.
The producer of the show is not even good.
As far as athletics, sorry, Steven.
Fuck you, Steven. Yeah, that's what Cody just said to you.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just still
salty I'm just still salty they told me no when I applied. Anyway, yeah, no, I don't have anything on this game right now, but if you were to force me to bet it right now, I'd take the Jags to cover.
It's at
home dog,
+4.
divisional opponent. I feel like the Colts. You could say it one. You could go on both sides, right? The Colts, they tied with the Texans, and then that's basically a loss for them. But it won't be because that division stinks. But now they go into this game against the Jags, another divisional opponent, with. Still, you don't really know. They had one game where they actually came back. They were down most of it, came back to the lead, but then gave up the lead at the very end as well. So I thought they played better than what many people probably expected. I don't – right now, I'm thinking the Jags have a good shot. First home game of the year. Like, crowd's going to be rocking for, everything that they got going on. Colts, they can't be feeling good about a tie with the Texans. So right. I don't know. That's just how I feel right now. But, it's a big bounce back week for the Colts as well. So you could look at it one or two ways. That's why right now I'm not interested. Again, ask me on Sunday.
Well, and two, if I want, I think the Colts will win, but also at -200, I'm staying away from this game.
Shout out to Michael Cooley.
Completely. For Go EIU.
Hell yeah.
We love the Panthers, and that's why we're talking about the Panthers at Giants. Panthers on the money line at +125. Giants on the money line at -145. The spread on this one is Giants at 2.5. So you can get the Giants for not even a whole field goal there. So I think
I like the Giants, man. Like I didn't put it in my big
the
7 or whatever.
The spread or just the money line?
The spread, because they're a favorite this week. And I like them because now that that Dak is out for the Cowboys, that division is kind of wide open. Like, I know a lot of people are just automatically thinking the Eagles, and they are the better team if you look at them on paper. But, like, that was a huge win for the Giants in week 1. And now they have a little bit of a soft schedule. They got the Panthers, and they got to play the Bears at some point. And
you're talking to me about the Bears, being able to cover 10 points in Green Bay, now you're saying that the Giants are going to be able to walk over them? What's going on here? Well, the Bears can beat the Giants.
Yeah, they can beat the Giants. I'm just saying that, like, if you're a Giants fan right now and you're looking at the schedule for the next 3-4 weeks, you're like, maybe we come out of this 3-2 or 3-2, something like that. And like, their coach is another team, new coach, new culture. With the Panthers, it's like I like the over. Baker Mayfield couldn't win the revenge game against Jacoby Brissett, man.
That's true. But I still like the over on this. It's at 43.
I like that too.
I like the over because I think McCaffrey probably has a crazy game. I know he was kind of quiet and then kind of showed up a little bit later on in that game. And then Saquon had a huge game too.
He's back.
Yeah, that's another reason that I kind of like it.
I know he's back because the guy who I was playing in fantasy had 196 points and like 40 of them was Saquon. Thanks for letting me know he's back, Steven, though. Thank you. I didn't get the memo. I didn't get Wi-Fi up in Michiana. I think that points are going to be scored in that one. So that's what I like on that one. Do you like anything, or are you just going to stay
right now? I'm not. But again, if you force me to pick right now, I'll probably take the Giants.
Still in the 12 o'clock slate. Patriots at Pittsburgh.
Baby.
Steelers at +100. They're home dogs. Patriots at -115. Is Brian Hoyer starting this game?
The expectation is Mac Jones will be good to go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I like two things. I like the under 40.5. Honestly, by Sunday, I won't be surprised if it's in the 30s. So I actually already placed the bet. I looked at the slate and I love this. All right. I like the under because Patriots road unders are 33-16 since 2016. And that's when Tom Brady was on their team for most of that time. And I like Pittsburgh money line because Mike Tomlin is 46-23-2 lifetime as an underdog, and that includes 14-3-2 against the spread at home. So I know that's all trends, but I took the Steelers last week because I like their coach. So I'm taking the Steelers this week again because I like their coach, and Bill Belichick, one of the greatest coaches ever. But that team, they do not have the weapons that the Steelers have. They might have the better quarterback, but they do not have the weapons. And like Tom Brady, you can look back at Tom Brady in his last few years in New England now and be like, man, he was able to do that with that. Like, I don't know how to feel about the Pats right now. It's only been week 1 overreactions. I know, I get it. I would not be surprised if Mac Jones comes out and just figures it out in week 2. But right now, I like the Steelers as home dogs, and I like the under because they're just both teams going to ground and pound. And right now, the Steelers defense is playing really well. So I like those two plays.
There you go. I actually like the Steelers a lot. I actually put them in a underdog parlay. So thank you very much. I think that's a pretty good
Scott says
play
that
right
I am
there.
a Mitch Truther. I am not a Mitch Truther. I just thought that he got blamed for way too much. I am okay that we have Justin Fields. There are still Bears fans out there that think that we should have kept Trubisky and are over Fields.
I don't get that. I don't get that. You're definitely not a Mitch Truther. He does suck though. Like, I don't think that I watched Sunday and saw anything. It was like, oh yeah, wow.
His first half was okay, but that defense really was the reason that they won that game.
The 4 turnovers from Joe Burrow probably helped. Yeah. Evan McPherson missing a kick probably helped too, huh? Right. Them not going for it on 4th and 10 probably helped, huh? And then them getting the ball, being able to move it down, and then kicking a field goal. I don't know about Mitch Truther, but I think the Patriots suck. I think the Patriots might be one of the least talented team in the NFL. Like, kind of looking back on what we were talking about before the end of the season, I know that, and I think I probably said this at the end of the start of the last year too, and Bill Belichick usually figures it out, but man, they just look untalented.
Yeah.
They just look really bad.
I just don't like their weapons outside of the tight end. I like Hunter Henry and I like Jonas Smith, but You look at wide receiver, and they don't really have anyone. And like, Mac Jones, like, he is just blah. Like
they scored 1 touchdown on Sunday. It was Ty Montgomery. He was placed on IR today.
Oh, great. Next game, Buccaneers at Saints. Thank you for that, Steven. The Bucs are the road favorite at -150. Saints are home dog at +130. Line is -2.5 for the Bucs. This is the biggest stay away game of the week for me.
Yeah, I ain't touching it. I don't even think I'll touch it on Sunday.
Saints have kicked their ass in every single meeting that Tom Brady has been a Buccaneer in, and I still don't trust it.
Yeah.
I still could be talked into Bucs -2.5 easily right now, which is just me saying, step back, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Do not do it. You have a problem. Just stop being tempted. All right. If the Bucs win, the Bucs win, and you just can't sell. You just can't be in.
Yeah.
All right. If the
Saints
Bucs win, you have to stay at home on this one. Right.
Yeah.
If Apple becomes a billionaire, this is me talking in like 1979. If Apple becomes a billionaire culture, or a billion dollar fortune company, you're just gonna have to stay at home at this one because you know what?
What's the total?
Too risky. 44.
44
In New Orleans?
In New Orleans in a dome.
Michael Thomas looked good.
He did. And I know the Buccaneers like beat the living shit out of the Cowboys. That to me had more to do with the Cowboys looking like shit than it had to do with the Bucs, in my opinion. Just for week
Cowboys
one.
defense looked good.
Cowboys defense did look good. And the Buccaneers offensive line with the injuries they have right now, it is sus because Micah Parsons had a day. They just could not score. So 44.5 in a dome. I want to take over.
It's just 44.
You said 44? Like,
44.
I mean, that doesn't change my mind either. But like, I guess right now, like I'd take the over and I think more money will come in on the over. But like, I want to take the under because like both these offenses after 1 week they haven't convinced me that they're in a well-oiled machine yet. So, and Chris Godwin's out for the Bucs now too.
Yeah, but also like the replacement's Julio Jones.
He looked great.
He did look pretty good.
His sprint speed was phenomenal.
He looked great.
He did look like revitalized.
See, like, and that's the thing that
That's the Tom Brady effect.
really worries me. It's just like I think Julio could
But
eat
the
against
Saints have a really good defense too. So like,
yeah. Again, I'm just staying away. I'm just staying away. I just can't even. You see, I'm getting tempted.
I'm saying it. I'm staying away, but I'm sure I'll have something on Sunday.
All right, Falcons
it's a good game. It's a good divisional game that intrigues me.
We're in the 3:00 slate. Falcons at Rams. Falcons underdog at +450. Rams home favorites at -625. Line is -10.5 for the Rams. I'm staying away because the Rams looked horrible on Thursday.
Yeah, staying away. I don't blame people that want to go ahead and slam the Rams on the spread just because like big bounce back week and the Falcons they kept it close. They kept it close with the Saints, but
and for saying the Saints can beat the Bucs, why can't the Falcons beat the Rams?
I'm not saying I don't think the Falcons are going to beat the Rams, but to cover 10 or 11 points,
I don't know.
That's a lot, but I that's probably one that I definitely stay away from.
There's no value there anyway.
There's no value in that.
Just stay away. Seahawks at Niners. You love the Seahawks. They made you a lot of money. They're underdog again at +350. Niners home favorite at -451. Line is 10.
It's kind of similar as the last game, but if you put a gun to my head, I would probably take the Seahawks again. Just because like that Niners offense, man, like they couldn't take advantage of the opportunities against the Bears. And the Seahawks defense didn't look too bad against the Broncos last night. I mean, it'll be a short week for them, so maybe that's why the spread is opened at where it's at. Again, I'd probably stay away, but I'd lean Seahawks.
This probably won't make sense to some people, but it makes sense to my brain. Trey Lance can either be good or he'll be bad. Yeah. Geno Smith is competent, and that's the one thing that Trey Lance can never be. Is just competent. Just at this early stage in his career, he's either going to do everything right, and he's not going to be fazed by the moment, or he's just going to be completely fazed by the moment and look like how he did on Sunday. Yeah. Geno Smith is always just going to be Geno Smith, right? I mean, let's not rewrite history here. I understand Geno Smith didn't get a lot of credit, didn't get a lot of starts everywhere, didn't get a lot of chances and opportunities. They scored 17 points.
He had a great first half. I'll give him that.
They scored 17 points.
They were all him. I'm just saying.
I know, but it wasn't 20. It's not 20 points. Anyway,
I just think it's going to take some time for Trey Lance to get to the level that the to get to at the level where he looks like the number 3 overall pick and doesn't look like a bust. He can't be great right away. Only certain guys have been able to do that. So that's why right now I lean Seahawks to cover. I don't think they win because it'll be the Niners' first home game. They're going on the road on a short week. To cover 9 or 10 points, whatever it's at, like, I don't think that's a bad bet. But again, I'm staying away.
I don't know. Again, if you're wondering if this guy could be competent at all, Bears just beat him by 9. Right, at plus 350 on that money line, I don't think it's crazy if you were just putting on, like,
that's more than what I'll give credit for.
$5, you could turn 5 into 15.
I'm also like, I think a lot of people are overreacting about Trey Lance right now. So,
hey, again, sloppy conditions. Cardinals at Raiders. Cardinals are the dog at plus 210. Raiders are the home favorite at minus 250. The line is 5.5. I love the Raiders. I'm a huge fan of them. I wasn't huge on the Cardinals, but I'm just staying away from this one completely.
Yeah, same. Maybe take the over just because
51.5 is the line.
Cardinals defense looks so bad, and Raiders offense, last year they're kind of inconsistent. They'd have great weeks and then they have bum weeks, and they're coming to a point where now they have Devontae Adams. They're coming off a loss. Like, I like the over. I think they'll play out. I think the Kyler Murray and the Cardinals offense will have a better week. I like the over.
The Chiefs almost put up 50 points alone by themselves.
Right.
So I don't mind the overplay on that one. Bengals at Cowboys. Bengals are favorites at minus 351. Cowboys are underdog at plus 280. Dak broke a thumb, so that's real rough.
Is it still 7.5?
It is 8.5.
8.5. Oh,
I got that one at 6.5, and I'm so happy about it.
Nice.
I love the Cowboys this next week. At home, they're coming off this bad loss, really bad game. I know Cooper Rush is probably going to start, whoever. I don't know if the Cowboys are going to win, but I think against this Bengals team that has a sus offensive line, and we saw that against the Steelers, and Micah Parsons just coming off a really great week against the Bucs. I think that it's just going to be defense, and the Cowboys hanging. It'd be similar to what I said last week about the Steelers and the Bengals, and here we are, Bengals and the Cowboys. I like that. I like that everyone's betting the Bengals again. Give me more.
Unders at 43.2. So if you want it, I plus 8.5 right there, Cody. So and that's at minus 107.
I'm glad I haven't bet it yet.
Texans at Broncos still in the 325 slate. Texans underdog at plus 350. Broncos home favorites at minus 451. Line is 10.
Stay away. That's a primetime game, isn't it?
No, 325.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Bears is primetime at 7.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I stay away.
Okay. All right, I think I'll probably stay away too. But again, the Broncos didn't look great. But again, the Texans over the Texans. But
yeah,
I thought the Colts would be a lot better with Matt Ryan, and Michael Pittman still was fine. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe the Texans have a decent team. We'll figure out, or a decent enough team to maybe figure some out. I really do like the underdogs, I guess. Titans at Bills. You got the line at plus 350 for the Titans. Bills are favorite at home at minus 451. Line is 10.
I'm staying away, but if you put a gun to my head, I like the Bills. The Titans stink. They are bad.
I'm staying away too. I don't know if they stink.
The Bills look real good. They got extra days rest going into this game. And again, I don't like.
I like the. Well, you said the Packers are going to be in every parlay that you put. I think the Bills at minus 451.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, probably the other.
Putting
team
the Packers and Bills in the parlay.
Value.
Yeah.
Right. Final game: Vikings at Eagles. This one's going to be interesting on Monday night. This one starts at 7:30. Line is minus 2. Eagles are favorites at minus 136. You can get the Vikings on the money line at plus 115.
I like the Vikings money line here, and right now they're dogs. I would not be surprised if by Monday they are the favorite. So. That is one where I know I didn't put it in the graphic, but if you were to bet something now and wanted to wait for 5 to 6 days, that's not a bad one because holy shit, did that offense look really good with that new head coach, and Justin Jefferson looks like freaking Randy Moss when I was a kid, man. Like that guy's a stud. I have Justin Jefferson and Cooper Kupp on a fantasy team, and boy, was it fun to watch that score rise Sunday afternoon. So,
we love an ass kick.
And the Eagles defense, I think it will be better eventually. But like right now, again, what they just after giving up 35 to the Lions. I mean, I don't like Kirk Cousins, and unfortunately, his 2 Monday night wins are against the Bears. But like, Oh man, I think the new coach has something to do with it. So
Well, and I think we can end here on Todd Father 42 saying toss a coin on Eagles Vikings. If you're tossing a coin, just pick Vikings because you can give them at plus money at plus 115.
Absolutely,
it's not even 50-50. It's
Right.
not. It's
Or
not
just
plus
take
100 like with you. Like you're getting some juice on it too.
Right.
So
I know it's a
would go
Monday
with
night game,
Vikings.
and I just said that primetime games take the under, but those two offenses played really well week 1. I wouldn't blame you if you took the over.
Time for me to have a meat stick, and we'll talk about it. Green Ridge Farms on the CHGO White Sox podcast.
This is the longest
You got
CHGO Bets show we
Oh,
had.
it's way too long. This is the CHGO Cubs host, Cody Delmendo. He's going to be doing the CHGO Cubs show in 15 minutes. So follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. We'll talk to you Thursday? I think we're Thursday. I don't think there's a show tomorrow. All right. We'll probably talk to you on Thursday
or Friday.
when we're millionaires. Goodbye. Also, Phillies money line tonight. Bye.